Today's podcast is brought to you by Quantrix Modeler Introductory Training, teaching the fundamental foundation that you need to become a Quantrix master. Go to gumroad.com/lowercase l/Quantrix training to learn more. Hey, welcome back to another Netcast. I'm Rich Lopez, Quantrix Authority. Sincerely appreciate you joining me today for episode number 178, Sumproduct to Bin Values. I absolutely love Quantrix, and I absolutely love the Sumproduct function. It is fantastic. It is the function that rules all other functions. Well, not really, because I think that's actually the select function, but Sumproduct is certainly up there. I have here a list of gallons by job, okay? And what I want to do is I want to group these gallons or these jobs. I want to assign them a bin. So for example, if I have 1,300 gallons coming out of this job, I want it to fit in a bin that goes from 1,000 to 199 gallons. So that would be bin number 4 in this case. Okay, if I come up here and I have, say, 100 gallons, 122 gallons, I want it to fit into bin number 2 because it is from 100 to 499. So how do I do this in Quantrix? I think you do this by using the Sumproduct function. So in order to do that, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to say production quantity bin is equal to Sumproduct, open paren, our gallons greater than or equal to the minimum here, okay? And then I'm going to close paren, I'm going to multiply that, and I'm going to say our gallons less than or equal to the max quantity here. And what this is doing here is it's creating ones and zeros. It's evaluating this and giving it ones where it is indeed true and zeros where it's false. And also it's giving it ones and zeros here where it's true and where it's false. It gives a 0. And when you multiply the two, you will either get ones or zeros. Okay. And then so what I then want to do is I want to multiply this by the bin number here, and it will return the bin number. And I'll explain this just a little bit more in detail, but let's see if it works first when I do it. So if I were to go to 122, I would expect that to show up in bin number 2 because it is indeed between 100 and 499. If I scroll down here a little bit and I look at 1189, I would expect that to be in bin number 4 because it's between these two values, and indeed that is what is happening. If I were to scroll down here all the way to the bottom or close to, I get 4522. I would expect that to be in this bin, which is bin number 7, and bam, it works. So how does this work? Well, I want to show you how it works a little bit more. So I've created a couple helper columns here that are going to kind of break it apart. So I'm just going to uncomment them really quick. So this is how it works. Let me just pivot this right here so I can kind of see it on top of each other. It may be just a little bit more helpful. So if I have, and I'm going to zoom in here, if I have gallons of 124, okay, what it's doing is it's going out and it's calculating here ones and zeros. For this is really to look at my minimum. This first Sumproduct was to look at my minimum. The second was to look at my maximum, okay? And you can see that indeed 124 seems to be less than the, or greater than or equal to the minimum listed here, right? So it gives me ones and then it gives me zeros after that. But on the maximum Sumproduct, it says the gallons here are greater than or equal to the maximum, and that happens in all of these past the second position, but not here at the first position, okay? So what then happens with Sumproduct is I simply take this 1, I times it by this 0, it will give me 0. Therefore, I times it by this 1, it gives me 0. On this one, it's true. This one, it's true, so I get 1, I times it by 2, I'm going to get 2, and that's my answer. And then 3 doesn't evaluate to 3 or 4, 5, or 6 because I'm multiplying them all by zeros. So that's kind of how Sumproduct is working and how I am coming up with this answer. This works very well, Sumproduct, the way I've written it. It works very well if I want to bring back an integer. It will not work so well if I want to bring back a string, and I'm going to show you in my next podcast how I would then bring back a string. Anyway, I hope you find that useful. If you have any more questions about Sumproduct, I hope that you will watch episodes number 118 and 116 where I talk about Sumproduct. And of course, you can always ask me any question that you have about Sumproduct or anything in regards to Quantrix here at quantrixauthority@gmail.com. I absolutely love Quantrix. I really do. I love Sumproduct. I want you to be a Sumproduct and a Quantrix master, so I hope you'll join me again for another podcast of Quantrix Authority with Rich Lopez.